All right. Good morning. It is 10 minutes until the open. So let's set some levels. All right. So I have a couple areas of support and resistance drawn up here. This is the weekly chart of MNQ, just focusing on MNQ. And price is just kind of been going sideways right now. So let's go to the daily chart. See what the daily looks like. Okay. It's currently on the day prices. Looking to test the low of the box at the moment. All right, so you can see where price currently is. Make this a little bigger, actually. About right there should do. So right now, currently price is testing the low of the box, getting close to testing the low of it that we drew a while back. So we'll see. We'll see if price can move away from this level. Currently, where the price is and where we are in terms of just market structure, still very much just sideways price action here. Nothing really exciting going on or worth trading, I should say. Unless there's an obvious opportunity setting up, we're kind of just floating back and forth. So 60-minute chart here. Just looking around, seeing if there's any other obvious levels. If price can flush, it could potentially make its way down to here. CBF6 actually. All right, so how are levels set? So yesterday I took a trade in this area. Let's see, where was that trade? I got stopped out so fast. I think it was right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took a short right here. Got filled right here. Stopped out right here. Happened pretty quickly. If we watch price action as the day did continue, as price got up here in this area above the box, you can see volume really shriveled up, and eventually broke down. So yeah. So we'll see what price does today. Just looking around at all my charts here. So just focusing on MNQ, nothing else. Just keeping it really simple. Have four screens I'm looking at. To my left is a 4-hour chart. The one that you guys can see is the 1-minute chart. Above me is a 5-minute chart, and to the right, excuse me, is a 15-minute chart. So we will see if there's any opportunities that present themselves today, and be patient with our trading. So be very patient, wait for the perfect opportunity to strike. So currently the account is live. Currently I am sitting at $1,240 and 88 cents. So we're currently up on the 1K to 2K challenge. We're up 240. I was previously up 370. And then yesterday I took one trade and lost $107. So, let's go back and just look. So the 1-minute chart. This is the market open yesterday. I took a short and got filled right here. And I had my stop right here. Basically the top of this candle. And I got wicked out within the same exact minute candle. And in hindsight, it's hard to say if this was the smart trade to do. I mean, ideally, I was looking at a short right here. And the reason why is the volume profile. We had such a big 1-minute bounce candle right here with good volume, but then there was no follow through with volume on these next 3 1-minute candles. You can see volume dropped off. Would have been a much better risk to reward. Stop would have been above here. My target, I don't know if I would have targeted right here. I probably would have hoped for the flush, really, and looked for the much bigger move. And then in hindsight, if I were to have done that, I would have gotten stopped out either way. So, if we go to the 5-minute, I think I got stopped out on this candle too. I mean, really, price is bullish. Big green candle, this candle right here, sold off, bought up, sold off, bought up. I mean, that's obvious bullish price action, right? There's 3 candles letting you know. And I end up like shorting it right here. So the move was up, and I tried to counter trend that, and that didn't work. So let's go back to the opening here. So Alrighty. Market's open, so look at that monster candle just coming in strong. We will see if there's anything that presents itself today. I will be right back. I'll keep the screen on. I just need to use the restroom. Alright. Alright, we're back. We're back. So, what's been happening? Market turned over a little bit. Currently testing a, say, pretty significant area of support here. I have to wait at least 15 minutes before I can take a trade, but this area supports pretty significant. If it can't hold this area, I'd imagine it could definitely drop and test this level right here. That's a really high probability. If sellers start to step in, this is really the next area of support. So see what price does. Currently it broke down with some nice volume too. So opening candle, bought up, and then sold off a little bit. Next candle, bit of indecision, volume dropped off a lot. So not much thought going into that. And then next candle, more of a bearish candle. Not much thought going into that. And then the next candle, volume starts to pick up. So let's see what price does here. I myself have to wait at least 15 minutes before I can take a trade. I do. Oh, excuse me. I do much better waiting at least 15 minutes. So we have to be patient, and then if the opportunity does present itself, we'll strike. If not, I'm not gonna force nothing. So all right, let's see. Price moving back up. Look at volume drawing up here. If I were to take a trade early on, it might be right here. As we are moving up, you can see volume is pretty lackluster. So see if it squeezes up. 5-minute candle is already closed, and there's 2 minutes left until the next 5-minute candle closes. So that's good volume. Volume's starting to pick up, right? But it's a rejection candle, so seems to be a pretty obvious short. If you can lose this level here, it's definitely going to get some momentum to the downside, I would say. This is a pretty obvious short right here. 5-minute breakdown. Come back up to retest, get it just a perfect rejection with increasing volume. I mean, that's textbook. Some signals aren't that obvious. Most signals aren't that obvious in trading. That's a really obvious one. Look at the volume. We should definitely continue to move down from here. Is my thoughts. Squeezing back up pretty aggressively. I was wrong. This is why trading is hard. This is why you have to be so picky. And this is why you need to trade less and less and less, because market is so choppy. When it's like this, just moving down and then big green candle back up, can hit your stop loss, it's tough trading conditions. You have to be very picky. Very, very patient. It's taken me over 5 years, maybe 5 years now. Yeah, I think a little over 5 years for me to grasp the concept of not forcing any trades. Really long time. And we're still trying to find consistency. Sometimes I have moments of just greatness and make lots of money, and then I have not failed to give it all back and then some. So for 5 years, what I have been doing hasn't been working. We've made lots of progress. Learned lots of quality trading, um, I guess tools and information over the years. So now we got to keep trying to find our weaknesses and try to work on those. No point of focusing on the strengths. We need to focus on our weaknesses. That'll really propel our trading career and really anything in life. See, currently the market's in a bit of a downtrend. I mean, based off of since June 30th, slowly kind of been grinding lower and lower, making lower highs. So you can see market's really flirting with this level here that we marked. Look at the volume here. Volume's getting interesting. It's really drying up. So, my window of opportunity opens up in 2 minutes. Wow, time is flying, dude. Holy crap. It's already been almost 15 minutes of the open. Time is going by really fast. As of right now, 15-minute candle, very indecisive. 5-minute candle, we're watching that. Seeing if that makes an obvious signal for a short here soon. 4-hour chart seems to be in a downward trend at the moment that I drew up. And then the 1-minute chart. Where are you going to go, price? Currently seems like it wants to squeeze up. So see, this is where you gotta be patient, man, because it's like you short right here, which is a really obvious thing for a short, and it's a super quick scalp if you target the lows right here. But majority of traders aren't going to just target right here. They're gonna hope for the flush. And and then your stop will probably be about right here. You get stopped out, you can see price got there. And then even then, some people, they see this candle right here with the long wick clearing out all the shorts right here, liquidity grab. Some people probably took a short and put their stop right here. And fingers crossed they're hoping it doesn't cross this line to get stopped out. So trading is trading is hard. You have to be extremely patient. And the big moves that we all look for and hope for, they rarely happen. They do not happen often. And then trying to catch the big move is you have to be at the right place at the right time and execute with zero hesitation. I feel like I'm at the point where the execution part's not so much an issue for me of doing it and taking and putting on a trade. It's Really, it's just right place, right time. That's why you can only hope, at least for myself, that my opportunity sets up within the first hour. So just watching price action right now. Nothing really setting up for me just yet. Let's look at let's look at the 10-minute. Never really look at the 10. Seems more bearish. Maybe something to keep in mind. Let's see, volume's really average right now. So just waiting for, an obvious signal, whether it be to the upside or the downside. I need to wait for an obvious signal if I'm going to take a trade. Don't want to force anything. Like I really don't mind having a day where I don't take a trade at all. That's a win in my book. Because then I'm not super biased and I'm just kind of collecting data in a sense. Just observing market structure, price action, price pattern. Just more exposure to the markets. So could be rolling over right here. I don't really like where price is at the moment. Um, kind of just doing this sideways chop and then the volume. There's no obvious volume of buying or selling pressure. It's just very evenly distributed volume right now. So there's nothing really going on. Volume's even, price is even in terms of just fluctuating here. So I need to see an imbalance in volume, whether it be an excessive amount of volume or very, very minimal volume. I need to see lots of participation or lack of participation for me to consider it taking the trade. And then, market structure has to look ideal for me. Is there an obvious setup? Is the risk to reward ideal to take this trade? And then I'll really consider putting some risk on. So you can see his price wants to start moving down. Start to develop this big green candle, it looks like. It's rejecting pretty nicely, actually. The volume's still average. I wish the volume was a little more. With this sell-off candle, you can see a bit of rejection, good rejection, but the volume's still average. Really struggling to get above here. But I don't want to take a short just yet. Part of me thinks of taking a short, but the volume just isn't there for me. This candle would have to be a good amount of volume. I'd like this candle to be like up here in terms of volume for me to short it. Doesn't mean it won't sell off right now, but it could happen probably about right here if it does. Yeah, I think it's gonna dump right here. Part of me wants to short this. I don't know. Not convinced. Not just yet. The volume's average. I'm not convinced. Almost pulled the trigger there. It can definitely break down on me, but the volume's really drying up, so I think if it does break down, it's gonna happen right here. It should happen right here, right? If it does. See if it pushes down. There it goes. There's a big volume spike there. There were lots of orders to be filled right under here. You can see the volume now. Look at that volume candle. You'd really like to see it hold below this. Below this structure. Doesn't mean that it still can't move down. It's clearly trending down right now. But this could be a liquidity sweep right here. Just stopped everybody out here who had longs with their stops right here. Now the shorts are really going to want to get aggressive and try to push this back down. That's what seems to be the case as of right now.
Order submitted.
I'll take a short. I'd like to see us push down to here.
Order submitted.
So we'll leave that there. I'd love to target down here if we can.
Order submitted.
Let's see if we get there. One contract. Looking for the move down. Good volume here too, so let's see if we can't keep going. It's a little more than a 1-to-1 risk reward. It's not like a 2-to-1, I would say. So far, price is moving in our favor. We really need sellers to keep it below here, ideally. So, excuse me, so far moving down nicely. Let's see if we can get filled on this. Volume slowly drying up as we're pushing down. I don't like that. I don't love that, but kind of want to reduce my risk here. It's looking good so far. Move my stop to break even. So now it's a risk-free trade. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But if it does, it'd be great. Volume slowly drying up here. It'd be really nice to have a quick flush candle and then it bounce, but ideally try to fill my order. We're almost there. Lots of volume too, so let's see if we can't squeeze right here. Could really use that squeeze. We're almost there. Be crappy if it moves back up, that's okay. If it does, it does, it's fine. At least it's risk-free now, so. It's a really good previous 5-minute candle. I'd expect it to hit our order. I think it'll keep moving down, honestly.
Order canceled.
Yeah, let's just see where this goes. So if it hits our stop, we're stopped out at break even, that's fine. We have pretty decent volume. I mean, really love to see it get down here. The previous 5-minute candle that closed looked good for me, so let's see if it can continue. We didn't quite get to our target. We came up just short, so we're hoping shorts can continue to push this down. It looks like it may want to test the level we marked. That would have filled my order. I should have just kept it there, huh?
Order submitted.
I might have just missed my opportunity to get that liquidity grab, man. Shoot. That might have just cost me like $150. I might have just missed that opportunity, guys. That's why managing a trade, you know, I put that stop order right there to get filled for a reason. Ooh, look at that candle.
Order canceled.
I want to add to this. Look at me. I'm all over the place, huh? Part of me wanted to add right there almost. It showed that there's a lot of selling pressure right there. Could just bounce here, man. Dang it. I really missed that opportunity. I really could use a rejection here. My order was like right where it's at too. That would have got filled. Yeah, I might have dropped the ball with that one. Could really use some sellers step in here, but as of right now, it's not looking too sweet. This candle was really enticing to add to my position. The price action was very bearish. If I get stepped out, man, that's a hard one. It's a hard pill to swallow, right? Because we put ourselves in a good position, had a target that we were looking to get hit. Our thesis was correct, and I allowed it. I took off that order to not get filled, and I did have my order to
Order
get filled.
filled.
So we got stopped out. After commissions, we lost $2.50. That's tough, man, because we had money in our pocket right there, and we gave it back. Tough, tough, tough. It's unfortunate, huh? I could just roll over right here too. That's trading, man. That's the psychological aspect of trading is it can be a bit of a roller coaster if you allow it to. So we got stopped out at break even. We had our short right here, and yeah, we had an order right here to get filled. Definitely could have, it would have gotten filled. It was like right here, and we took that stop off because we got greedy. Because I wanted more money and I wanted it to flush, and the market didn't do that, which I don't blame it. So yes. Tough pill to swallow, man. Those are worse than just getting stopped out and you just happen to be wrong. It's when you're right and you don't manage it correctly. That's the one that just is it's tough. I still think it can continue to move down here. I think there's still possibility, but the risk to reward is just not there anymore. So I think I'm gonna call it just for the sake of I don't want to force nothing now. I don't think I'm in a proper headspace to put on another trade. So it makes me think, should I have kept my stop? I mean, there's so many probabilities. This is why you have to review your trades because I put my trade right here short with my stop above here. I ended up moving my stop, I think like down to here to reduce risk. So if I would have kept that right here, I'd still be in this trade. And as of right now, price would have been moving toward it. So there's just so many variables, man. So many variables, and yeah, this was a perfect example of a poorly managed trade. Great entry point, perfect execution point for the breakdown. I mean, the timing's perfect there for a leg down. We get the leg down. We had an order to get filled right here, and we didn't. We got greedy and missed out on some money. So, and then even then, if I would have kept my stop where it was, you can see price is flirting with it again. If I would have kept my stop not at break even, it seems like we probably would have gotten filled if we put our order right back on. So days like these, man, this is where it's mentally like, oh my God, why did I do that? Why did I do that? So, well, that's part of trading. Just gotta live and learn from it. That trade itself, I think, would have been like $150. It was well over 100, like right in here, and I think would have got like 150 out of that trade. So yeah, I'm excited to recap this video and uh, make a short about it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'm start working on this video and we'll be back at it again tomorrow, looking for more opportunities. So opportunity was there. Entry point was perfect. Execution was poor. Managing the position was poor. I was all over the place, so gotta keep it simple. Gotta keep it simple, right? So yeah. Alrighty, y'all. I am going to call it. Anybody who's in here, much appreciated. I'll be back at it again tomorrow. I'll catch you guys. Peace.